What's up, everybody, and happy Monday, January the 25th. I hope everyone is having a good day today and had a good weekend this past weekend. I want to give you an economic stimulus update and give you some more details surrounding that $300 per month that is being proposed right now by the Democrats. Stay tuned. We're going to talk about that coming up next. Hello, everyone. My name is Paul Zachary Shelton Jr., and I'm the Chief Investment Officer of Warwick Shore Advisors. We are a wealth and investment management firm located in Orlando, Florida, with clients all across the United States. If this is your first time coming to my channel or seeing one of my videos, I ask that you please hit the subscribe button. Please ring the bell so that you can get an update each time I post a new video. And lastly, please like and share this video to help me increase the financial literacy of our globe. So I want to go ahead and jump right into today's topic. And we're going to spend most of the time talking about the $300 per month per child proposal that is currently being proposed by the Democrats. Before we get there, I'm going to just give you an update on some of the things that we've already seen through this $1.9 trillion bill. And in addition to that, the executive order. So we do know that the executive orders were signed. There were a total, I believe, of 13 executive orders that have been signed thus far by President Biden. Two of them were significant on Friday, dealing with EBT, those that are on food stamps, increasing the benefits for that. Also helping people receive their back stimulus pay, people that did not receive stimulus money from the CARES Act. About 8 million people are still pending that. There's a special task force in place now to help disseminate those funds. And lastly, on Friday, he signed an executive order regarding raising minimum wage to $15 an hour for all federal employees. All of this stuff that has been going on thus far, I should say, all the executive orders have been designed, or at least majority of the executive orders have been designed to combat the economic situation that this country is in and to fight the coronavirus pandemic. Going a step further, drilling down a little bit more into that $1 trillion stimulus package that's been put in place called the American Rescue Plan. The Democrats are drafting a bill that will provide at least $250 per month for each dependent child that you have. And I say at least $250 per month because the way that it's broken down is that children that are of the age 6 to 17 would qualify for the $3,000 per year. Now, this is going to the child tax credit that everyone receives every year. So, or at least I should say that parents receive every year for their dependent children. So what's taking place is, as of now, when you file your taxes, you can claim the children on your taxes and you receive an income for those children that you have. What the Democrats are saying now, and what they said in the bill, the HEROES Act bill, I should say, that was passed in the House of Representatives, is that why wait until next tax season to receive that money? If we're going to stimulate the economy, let's start giving people that cash today. So instead of you receiving a tax credit, which is proposed to be $3,000 for children that are between the ages of 6 and 17, and $3,600 for the kids that are 5 and under. So if you're falling to that category, typically you'll file your taxes and then you'll put the number of dependents on there, and then wherever they fall in line, that's what you will receive. If you had 4 kids, all 4 kids are under the age of 6. I'm praying for you because that's a very busy household. I have 2 that are under the age of 4, a 6-year-old and a 10-year-old as well. So I know how busy that would be. But if you fall into that category, you would receive a total of $3,000 for each kid. So that's a total of $12,000 in tax credit when you file your taxes at the end of the year or during tax season for the following year. So what is being proposed now is, instead of waiting to file your taxes and receive that then, let's just go ahead and start disseminating the money to everyone on a monthly basis now. So if you were fall into that category where you would receive a $12,000 tax credit and during tax season when you filed your taxes. As opposed to doing so, you would receive $1,000 per month as of right now going forward for the next 12 months. So this is something that is really designed to get money into the hands of individuals now, as opposed to just being a rebate that you would receive in the future. It's not taking away anything additional from, or adding anything, I should say, to our debt limit on the surface, because this is money that we would already claim anyway, our tax deductions typically that you would receive. So it'd be a lesser amount of revenue from a tax standpoint that the government would receive at that given point in time. The only difference is we're bringing that annuity forward and receiving those payments now. That is a huge benefit for most people out there. Many people need that money. You have kids that are home, kids that are not in school, a full day, I should say. So that means that kids are snacking more, they're eating more, they're running outside and playing more, they're beating up their shoes more. So that's just expenses that are rising. When you're home more, when you're doing homeschool more, you're using more electricity, more heat, more air in your house. So those are more expenses that are typically not there if you're away from your house, I should say 1/3 of the day, if you're away at school and at work and things of that nature. So this would be a huge benefit for all of those citizens out there, which is approximately 48 million people that typically receive this tax credit when they file their taxes. So this will be something that is very, very instrumental and very, very influential. So let's just say if you had two kids that were below the age of 6. So you had someone that was 5 years old and then a 2-year-old, and then possibly you had a 6-year-old and a 12-year-old. You would receive $250 per month for that 6-year-old and 12-year-old. So that comes up to $500 a month. And then you would receive an additional $600 total for the two younger kids. So that would be a total of $1,100. There is a phase out of this stimulus money. I say stimulus money, but of this tax credit that you receive. So for individuals that make $200,000 or more, it does phase out for you. And for married couples that are filing jointly, it does phase out for you as well. So all of those that make over $400,000 for those, married filing jointly, it would phase out for you and you would not be eligible to receive that. The other thing that I wanted to speak with you about today is student loans. So the next round, the next push that's going to be coming up is going to be providing potentially, and this is what's floating around now, $10,000 worth of student loan debt forgiveness. Now, I think this is something that'll be extremely beneficial for the long-term health and personal finance for many individuals in this country. I know there's a lot of naysayers and people that oppose it and say, no, we should not do that because that is not going to provide anything in the near term, anything in the short term as far as financial assistance for all the citizens of this country. However, when you look at it from the standpoint and from the lens of reducing debt and having overall financial health, it is beneficial for everyone in this country if we do have a reduction in debt and overall increase in our financial health. This ultimately will lead to better spending habits, increased spending over the long term for citizens in this country. And we know with increased spending that generates higher GDP, higher growth, higher jobs, more jobs in our economy, and that will overall be a good for the economy. Though it won't be anything that you'll recognize like receiving a check in the mail or receiving a direct deposit in your bank account, but it will provide long-term strength and growth to our economy. Give me your thoughts about that specifically. What side are you on? Do you believe that it'll be good to reduce student loan debt, or you think we should not focus on that, focus on other things, give more direct payments to individuals? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If this is your first time coming to my channel or seeing one of my videos, I ask that you please hit the subscribe button. Please ring the bell so you can get an update each time I post a new video. And lastly, please give me a thumbs up. Please like and share this video to help me increase the financial literacy of our globe. Thank you so much and have a great day.